Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to Pass Pirate Pay, the movie discussion show. My name is Ken. I'm your host alongside my co-host, Andy. Andy, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, Ken. How are you?
I'm doing great. We got ourselves a fun show today. We're doing a trio of
I think
movies.
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's an interesting little topic we got going on here.
Yeah.
We got a trio of movies about two people who are stranded together and forced to rely on each other for survival, despite the fact that they fucking hate each other.
Yep.
So, this week we're doing Hell in the Pacific, Enemy Mine, and the new Sam Raimi movie in theaters now, Send Help.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Before we start, though, I would like to ask you about something.
All right, fire away.
And I brought this up earlier between you and I, but a while ago, I gave you a assignment of disturbing films.
Yes.
Right?
That's right.
One of those films was Salo.
Yeah, that's correct.
Do you see any sort of correlation between all these Epstein Island documents that are coming out and the movie Salo? Do you remember I asked you when we reviewed this, I asked you, because you said there's no redeeming qualities. This movie is 100% awful.
Yeah.
And I said, do you think that maybe the director was getting at, like, this is rampant capitalism?
That's a really interesting point. I mean, yeah, I definitely do see a lot of, because, yeah, Salo is about, it takes place in fascist Italy, and it's about this group of wealthy people who are above the law. Yeah.
Wealthy and powerful.
Yeah.
And both. Yeah.
Yep. And and they do horrible things to kids. So yeah.
This was the warning he was trying to warn us about.
Yeah, that's ooh-wee.
The reason I say this is because I was on Facebook and somebody mentioned Salo and equated and I didn't even, in my mind, I didn't even connect it to until I read that. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's
like just the abandonment of morality,
right,
for whatever, just so the powerful can do whatever they want.
Yeah. The interesting thing about that is that the reason that these horrible people were allowed to be so horrible is because they had rejected the church, right? That was the thing, right? Because Italy obviously is a very religious country.
Yeah.
But once the fascists are coming in, they're like doing away with religion. And that's why these people were allowed to be so depraved, because they kicked church out of their lives. Whereas in the United States, it's the religious kooks who are the ones who are right in the middle of all of these things.
Yeah, it didn't work out exactly the way Salo did.
Yeah, but no, that is a pretty interesting point.
So yeah, I just wanted to mention that.
Yeah.
So folks, go back and watch Salo again.
Yeah, let's all rewatch Salo
with new fresh eyes.
Yeah, I'm not going to be doing that.
Nor I.
Oh boy! All right, let's jump into these stranded people movies. Huh?
All right,
let's get started. Let's go back to 1968 for Hell in the Pacific, directed by John Boorman. So this is a World War II movie. There's an island somewhere in the Pacific, and there is an American pilot played by Lee Marvin and a Japanese naval officer played by Toshiro Mifune, and they are both stranded on this island. So this movie does a thing that I absolutely love. I don't know why, but it's a thing that I always really enjoy when it happens.
I think I might know what you're talking about.
Which is, there are only two people in this entire movie.
Oh, okay.
It's a cast of two. Whenever a movie like Alien, the first Alien, there's the entire cast of that movie is just 7 people. We were on this ship. There's nothing extraneous going on.
Yeah.
We're just there. And this movie does that, and it strips it way down, and it's just these two guys.
What I thought you were going to say was we don't see how we got there.
Yeah, I was also going to say that.
The ending is also like a little bit of a spoiler here. Ending's a little bit ambiguous too.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just like we just capture this one little moment in time.
Yep. Yeah, I do also really enjoy the fact that this movie just drops us off right in the middle of everything. Yeah. We have no explanation as to, we don't even know really who these guys are. I mean, obviously we can extrapolate that this is, what's going on.
Some sort of shipwreck.
Yeah. But it's
they
just
were the only survivors. Yeah.
When we're here, we're just here. We're just right in the middle of it. And so the movie starts out, the first maybe half hour or so is like a really fun game of cat and mouse between these two guys. So Toshiro Mifune, he has the water and Lee Marvin is trying to figure out ways to get it, and he keeps trying to like approach him to try to get him to give him some of the water, but that's not going to be happening. So then he's trying to distract him so he can sneak some water off. And these guys have a really fun little cat and mouse game. There's a cool, really weird bit where they first encounter each other and they do like this what would happen kind of thing, where it's like, oh, maybe I'll kill him or maybe he'll kill me. And the score just goes completely bananas with like this really ridiculous saxophone playing as the imagined killing of these guys is going on. It's like, man, this would be, but yeah, it's really fun. There's a lot of like, this is a great looking movie. I mean, obviously some of this stuff was filmed on sets and stuff, but you could tell they actually went out to an island and like this is on location filming going on.
I think I watched a little bit of the making on it.
Oh yeah.
And they did do like, I think 30 days and they scouted like deserted ass islands. And they said it was like the filming was hell.
And I mean, it just looks amazing. Like there are a lot of really great shots in this movie. Like there's a lot of stuff going on with fire. Like the Mifune character is lighting things on fire for reasons we don't really understand. Like he's setting these huge bonfires. At first it kind of seems like he's trying to smoke Lee Marvin out, but then it's like I don't know, maybe he's just building these fires. But there's a lot of shots of these guys like looking for each other or spying on each other through flames and smoke, and it just looks really cool. Even though this, like, I mean, you know me by now, the audience knows me, where it's just like over explanation of things is definitely a thing that I hate.
Right.
With this movie, it does such a great job of letting you know exactly who these guys are without telling you anything. Right. Like the way Mifune plays his character, he's kind of like animalistic a lot of the times, where it's just like, he's like making huge gestures to try to, freak Lee Marvin out. And Lee Marvin is like, there's a lot of stuff where he's like kind of talking to himself, and you get the feeling that these dudes are like just cracking up. And it makes the part where they're forced to come together. It's like, oh man, these guys, they're enemies. They hate each other, and they're also kind of nuts. But once it gets to the point where it's like, we realize we have to come together or we're both going to die. It's kind of interesting, the dynamics of the way that happens,
Yeah. I think all these movies have that in common.
Yeah, it's really kind of cool. Like I'm really into it. I'm really into a lot of the ways this movie's going. So there's a great like tense scene where Lee Marvin is in a tree like 10 feet above the water where that Mifune has, and he's like trying to dip his canteen in there, and it's like
a claw machine.
And it's just like and Mifune is right there. It's like, is he gonna notice what's gonna happen? It's gonna be like super cool. And it's like super tense, and all that stuff happens. But then eventually we get to a point where Mifune captures Lee Marvin, and he like has him crucified, tied to a log, and can't do anything. And then the tables are turned, and then Mifune is tied up, and it's like these guys they have a little bit of a thing where it's just like, okay, we're trying to see how we can live with me being in charge or you being in charge, and it's just like that kind of drags a little bit, but eventually they're just like, yeah, you know what, this isn't going to work. We're going to have to get together. We're going to have to stop this thing, right? And then we discover that there's all this bamboo on the island, so we can use this bamboo because it floats. We're gonna build ourselves a raft, and we're gonna. I don't know why they feel like this is better. I guess the island that they're on is less likely to be discovered. I don't know why, but
I think that is the prevailing like end game for every desert island movie.
I guess so.
They did it in Gilligan's Island.
Yep.
They did it, in Blue Lagoon.
Right.
Like we're going to build a raft, and we don't care where it goes.
Right.
But it's going to go somewhere better than this.
It does seem very strange to me. It's like, why do you think that you're going to be better off braving the Pacific Ocean on a fucking raft that you've strung together yourself?
Right, because then you have days, right?
Right.
Before you die of thirst or starvation.
Yeah.
You have days.
Right. Whereas, there seems to be, it rains enough that they can gather water, they can have water. It seems like they have food enough. They like, I don't know. I guess
most desert islands, if you're resourceful enough, will provide you with what you need.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can wait to get rescued. That's the smart play, I think.
I would think so too.
But it's also not the plot forward play.
Right, for sure. But yeah, so then they build this raft, and there's another really great bit where you see the two of them on the raft, and it's just like ocean waves, and it's the two of the dudes paddling the raft into the waves, and it's like a really slow scene where the progress that these guys are making as the raft is being pushed back by the waves, it's like they're going nowhere. They're going they're going forward, but it's so slow. It's like, man, what a hopeless thing that these guys have embarked
wake,
upon.
Right? Where the waves break.
Yeah. It's like, what a hopeless mission these guys have found themselves into. Like, again, what are we even trying to do here? This is totally nuts,
Spoiler alert. Spoilers for Hell in the Pacific ahead. Skip to minute marker 14 minutes and 10 seconds or the next chapter. You have been warned.
But against all odds, they arrive at it's a bigger island. It's I guess it's like an atoll where it's like a ring of islands, smaller islands, but it's much more established. And we eventually see that it's a Japanese army base, but it's abandoned. Then we see all the Japanese stuff, but then we see that there had been American soldiers there too. And it's kind of one of those great things in anti-war war movies where it's just you're pointing out the uselessness of the whole thing that's being done. Like the war is being fought to try to capture these tiny little islands, but like both sides had control of the island, and it seems like by the time our characters get there, neither side has determined that this island is of any value at all. Right? Because everybody else is gone. But the two guys, they've developed a kind of a friendship at this point, right? And they start drinking sake. They find a huge store of sake and a bunch of cigarettes, and they shave and they get drunk, and they're having a good time. And then the ending of this movie is such a killer for me. I think it's so amazing. Where it's like, I loved it. I liked it too. I think it's awesome.
I liked it too.
So they're drunk, and
because it's not the way you thought it was going to end.
No, I had no idea how it was going to end. I was like,
I had an idea.
I thought somebody else was going to show up. I thought either the Japanese were going to show up and kill Lee Marvin, or the Americans were going to show up and kill Toshiro. Like, I didn't know.
Okay. Let's say how it does end, and then we can speculate.
Yeah. So the way it ends is they're drunk, and there's a copy of Life magazine, and Toshiro is looking through the photos of Life magazine, and it's just showing hundreds of slaughtered Japanese soldiers.
Yeah.
And as he's looking at this, Lee Marvin, also drunk, starts shouting about, how come you people don't believe in God? Why don't you believe in God?
Yeah.
And it's just like, holy shit. Even though these guys have just been through this whole thing together, they're just too fundamentally different, and they just can't be friends because of the horrible things that both sides have done to each other in the war.
Right.
And so what winds up happening is they just walk away from each other, and they just go to their own corners of this equally deserted island that they now find themselves on.
They just walk away from each other.
They just walk away, and then the credits roll. It's just like they just walk away from each other. It's like, holy shit. I love it. I love war movies that are all about the futility of war. I think that's a really cool thing that they can do. And this movie,
I thought it was going to end on a much more heartwarming note.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I thought that either the Japanese or the United States was going to rescue them, and one was going to stick up for the other one. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
And the fact that it just like we came full circle.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh man.
I know, it's so
it's heart-wrenching.
It's like nihilistic, and it's like, oh, it's so brutal.
But it is a good ending.
And it's so good.
It's a good ending.
It's such a good ending. It's really good.
It's a fitting ending. It felt like it fit the movie, you know?
Absolutely. So yeah, that's it. That's Hell in the Pacific.
Hell in the Pacific.
Yeah.
So Is Hell in the Pacific a past pirate pay for you, Ken?
It's a definite pay.
It's a pay for me too.
Very pleasantly surprised how much I like this movie.
Yeah.
Very, very much enjoyed it.
Yeah.
All right, our second movie is 1985's Enemy Mine, directed by Wolfgang Peterson.
I am very terrified of what you're going to think about this.
Oh, are you?
Yes, because growing up, I saw this movie when it came out. I was like, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, and I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
That's not entirely true. I loved like the first half.
Okay. All right. Before you said that, I was going to introduce this segment by saying it's time for everyone's favorite game where Ken shits on something from Andy's childhood.
Here we go. Here we go.
So yeah, this is another one of those ones where, I mean, you and I are basically the same age, but somehow...
I am at least hoping that you find the same redeeming things that I did.
Don't count on it. Yeah, so the plot of this movie is the Earth is sending out these fleets to like colonize the universe or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And there's another group of there's an alien civilization called the Drax, and they're doing the same thing. So we wind up in a spot where the Drax have this parcel of land or section of the galaxy or whatever the fuck, and the human race has decided, no, we want that for ourselves. So they're going to war with each other over these things.
Mhm.
And because this is the episode we're in, we know that there is a Drac space pilot, and who's played by Louis Gossett Jr.,
Mhm.
and an Earthling one played by Dennis Quaid. And they have a little space battle, and they wind up crash landing on this uninhabitable rock. And once again, they're forced to get themselves together in order to survive.
Mhm.
So I would describe the aesthetic of this movie as garbage Star Wars. I think it's, with one exception, this is like a really, really shitty looking movie. Like, really bad.
I think that the outer space stuff is not good.
It's really bad. The opening space
But I
battle.
think that the planet stuff is pretty good.
So the stuff on the planet, the one thing that I really like about the way this movie looks is it's doing the thing that was done before CGI became so common.
Matte paintings.
Mhm. And all of the matte painted backgrounds on the planet look really cool.
Mhm.
Look really, really good. But all of the stuff where we're actually interacting with this background, it just looks really bad. Like the opening space battle where they're flying around in off-brand X-wings and like doing like super loop-to-loop stuff. Like it just looks so bad. And then like when they land on the planet, there's a Sarlacc pit. It's like there's so much unoriginal shit going on in this movie. It's like it just looks really bad. So the movie starts. We crash land on the planet. This movie does not have the advantage of having only 2 cast members. So early on, we see Dennis Quaid's co-pilot as a young man named Joey, and we have to be treated to a very heartwarming scene in which Joey dies while telling Dennis Quaid not to make fun of some woman who used to be fat that he had a crush on or something. I don't even know.
We all say weird things when we're dying.
So yeah, but then it's quickly between Dennis Quaid's character, whose name is Davidge, and the Drac character, whose name is we call him Jerry.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason that we know that his name is Jerry is because even though not only do the 2 characters in this movie not speak the same language, they don't even seem to have the same speech organs because they're making entirely different sounds out of their mind. Mm-hmm. However, once Jerry starts speaking to Davidge, he immediately understands exactly what he's saying. Like he says some unintelligible nonsense, and somehow amidst the unintelligible nonsense, Davidge is able to pick out 2 words and be like, "Oh, that's your name? What do I care?" Like that's what's going on. And then like 3 minutes later, Jerry is fluent in English.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna get hung up on a technicality here. But
it's just really lame.
Did you read Project Hail Mary?
I did, yeah.
And you know how they communicate in that.
Uh-huh.
Did you have the same problem?
No, because it didn't feel like, it wasn't like there was a process of learning, and it's not like Rocky
but like, they
immediately
kind of just
starts
explained away
English.
Rocky saying, and he just remembered what everything I said.
Yeah,
He's just really good at it.
I guess
It's the same thing.
I don't think it is.
You just bought it more because you were into it more.
I don't think that it is the same thing.
You can't get hung up on language barriers if you need to get to an emotional core.
No,
you have to kind of just go with it.
Maybe if I had watched this movie before I had watched Hell in the Pacific, I would have that would be reasonable. But like Hell in the Pacific, we get to an emotional core between these 2 guys, even though they never once speak the same language.
Yeah.
You can do it. You can do without this.
You can, but you don't need to.
Yeah, and maybe the reason that I'm not buying into it is that I think the acting in this movie, both of these guys are terrible.
Oh, you're out of your mind.
They're absolutely
yeah,
awful.
you are absolutely 100% wrong about that.
Dennis Quaid is
great in this, and Louis Gossett Jr. is fantastic in this.
They're both
Yes, they are.
awful. Dennis Quaid has this redneck accent that slips in and out whenever he feels like he needs to do anything with it. And all of his dialogue, or 80% of his dialogue, is just shouting at Jerry for no reason. Like he's just yelling and screaming in his face. Like whether or not he's supposed to be angry, he's angry all the time. That is the way he's acting. And like Louis Gossett Jr., the Jerry character, the Drax, they reproduce asexually, right?
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be some sort of meaningful thing where the Drax are able to be more, I don't know, better beings because they don't separate their sexes into two people. So because he's this sexless, wisdom spewing machine, it's like the ultimate magical Negro thing going on here. It's Morgan Freeman should have been playing this role 20 years later.
This was not a Negro, Ken.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a Drac.
Right. Sure.
It was an alien.
Sure.
A gender fluid alien who gave birth.
Sure. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I feel like the point of this movie is, obviously the point of this movie is we need to learn about empathy, right? But this movie has so little respect for the people who are watching it. It's like trying to teach empathy to a sociopath with a second grade education.
Oh man, how did you come away with that?
It's so stupid. Everything about this movie
I was
is so...
hoping that you would find something in the relationship between the two characters and something with the acting performances, which I thought were great.
No, I don't find anything compelling about them
that
at
is
all.
So strange.
I find it strange that you
that
see
is so
anything
strange.
about you.
Like, I think it's just nihilistic. I think that, like, because in these other two movies, they either come together for very briefly, but mostly they hate each other through the whole movie and end up hating each other.
Yeah, but I think,
like, with this one, they actually came together. Like, they actually found a way to see through each other's differences and come together. And I thought that was sweet, and I thought it was authentic.
It's so unbelievable that it would happen in this kind of way. It's so stupid. Like, Jerry, he carries around this book, which is the Bible of his people, I guess, and he teaches Dennis Quaid how to speak the Drac language so that he can understand. And it's like, the Drac Bible, it's just like the Earth Bible. It's amazing. They're teaching the same lessons that we are. Maybe these Dracs aren't so bad after all. It's like the most basic, like, thoughtless way to do this thing. It's so stupid. It's like, I found it to be totally valuable. Like, there's a scene where they're in a cave and it's just like, Jerry's like, "Oh, tell me about your parents," and he starts talking about his parents, and then Jerry tells about his whole lineage, and they're learning all their family histories, and it's supposed to be super meaningful, and it's just like, I'm just so checked out. I couldn't care less at all. And then Jerry is pregnant because apparently the Dracs just become pregnant whenever it's their time.
Yeah, that's how the Dracs work. Yes.
Okay, so he's pregnant, and
it's called asexual, Ken.
And so he's about to have a child. We know the child is going to be named Zamis.
Zamis, yes.
Yep. And so then Jerry gives birth to Zamis and dies because apparently complications with labor. You know, because you're on an alien planet. There's no midwife, whatever.
But isn't it like Charlotte's Web, though? Isn't it like that's what happens when...
I don't think... No, it's not, because Jerry says that he's supposed to take Zamis back to his home planet to, like, read their lineage in the temple of whatever.
So he dies in childbirth.
Yeah, he dies in childbirth. And so he leaves Davidge to raise Zamis. And it doesn't take long for Zamis to become an adorable little, like, 8-year-old.
Because they also grow faster.
They grow faster, except once he gets to that age, then they stop growing. He has to get to a point where he's adorable, but then he has to stop growing it because we can remain adorable. See? Because
that's how the Dracs work, yes.
You're getting so mad. You're getting so mad at me. Yeah, I found this movie to be, like, cloying and like...
So after Jerry dies is when I stop loving the movie. But up until then, I love it.
Yeah.
But it did not. Even when I was a kid, it did not 100% go for me.
Yeah.
But I really, really liked that relationship, and on a rewatch, I still like it.
Yeah. I'm not into it at all. I feel like,
but you're right. You're right about it going to hell in that last, like that third act.
Yeah,
it just really goes.
So
to
hell.
It gets real dumb.
Dennis Quaid he's looking more and more like Jesus as the movie goes on, and then he is shot, and we're presuming that he's dead. But then somehow we're back on the human spacecraft.
Yeah, they rescue him,
and
somehow.
His body is there. And he's
that's right. And he's like in a bag.
Yeah, he's in a body bag, and they're about to eject him into space. But no. Jesus Quaid is resurrected.
Yeah, it's real dumb. It gets. But folks, listen. I'm talking to you, the audience, now. Listen, it does get dumb after Jerry dies, but up until Jerry dies, it's Oscar worthy.
Oscar worthy.
It is Oscar worthy,
God.
Especially Lou Gossett Jr.
Oh my God, give me a break.
You didn't think the makeup was good?
I guess Jerry is kind of cool looking. I thought Jerry was good. Like, those little pockets, like gill things or whatever on the side of his. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I'll give you that. But yeah, so then we learn that there are human beings who have landed. They're these miners who have landed on the rock where our two people have been.
We actually learned that way earlier.
Yeah. And these mining people, they like to enslave Drax.
Right. And since Dennis Quaid's people were the humans, were the enemy, they just let it slide because they hated Drax.
Right.
Too.
We don't. What do they care if we enslave Drax? Drax aren't worthy of not being enslaved anyway.
Right.
So Zamis is taken by these slavers. So then Dennis Quaid, after being resurrected, has to come back down to the planet and save Zamis.
Sure.
And as though we were not done ripping off George Lucas, we have a fight scene between the meanest, baddest slave trader of them all, who's played by what's his name, Brian Jones, the guy from Blade Runner.
Is that who it is?
Yeah, he's the second.
He's been in a million things.
Yeah, but he's most notably the not Rutger Hauer, the other dude replicant from Blade Runner. But yeah, so they have a climax that is directly ripped off from Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Like there's a mine cart, the people are being thrown in, and there's
there is. Yeah,
it's so ripped right.
Yeah.
Man, I'm. I knew this was, as I was watching it, I was like, oh man, this is gonna be one of those ones from Andy's childhood.
I want to shit on one of your childhood movies, but I'm doing all the fucking curating, so I can't pick one.
I could not handle this movie. I knew this was going to be a thing. I knew it was one of those things where it's like, oh, Andy's he loves this movie. This is a major part of his childhood, and I'm just not here for it at all. I think it looks like garbage. I mean, like this is 8 years after Star Wars. We can make movies that look better than this in outer space. We have the ability to do that.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. When did the last Starfighter come out?
It's probably right around there. I think it's
because
like
that looked like shit too.
Yeah, that's true. But this movie seems like it has a budget. Last Starfighter is clearly like really low.
Do you think like Industrial Light and Magic just had the juice
and they just
everybody else
wouldn't share it? They
yeah.
wouldn't. Yeah, they wouldn't. Maybe. I don't know. It's just I there's so much about this movie I don't like. I think it looks like shit. I think the acting is shit. I think the story is shit.
There are some things about this movie I don't like, but there are some things I really, really like.
Yeah.
You know what else I found out is this was a remake. The people who put it together and made it, it was a remake of Hell in the Pacific.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh,
they said I want it to be Hell in the Pacific in space.
Oh no! I like it even less.
Yeah, I think they could have learned some lessons.
Yeah,
actually.
they took all of the wrong lessons from Hell in the Pacific.
I think if they would have like made it less appealing for everybody and more true to itself, it would have been a more whole movie.
Yeah,
because I like the concept a lot.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're doing a podcast about it. We found.
Yeah, I like the concept of an alien enemy, like space fighters.
Yeah,
getting marooned on a planet.
Yeah.
And coming together. Like I like that idea. But but I didn't like everything about it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like it's just really weird. Like there's so much about this movie that makes no sense. Like Dennis Quaid is hunting for food, which they're eating these bugs, these giant bugs or whatever, but he's hunting with a bow and arrow. Why the fuck does he have a bow and arrow? He's a space pilot. Why are you carrying a bow and arrows on your space fighter? What is that about? It's crazy.
Doesn't he make it out of the creatures?
I don't.
Those creatures.
No.
Those turtle creatures?
That's what they make their shelter out of.
Oh, okay.
But no, he just has a bow and it's like a legitimate bow and arrows. Like what are we doing? And then like when we first see him, when he looks like he's gonna kill Jerry before they even talk to him, he's got like a Luger in his hand. He's got like it's like a 9mm. He's got like this is your space weaponry, space Lugers and a bow and arrow. Like what are we doing?
You get really hung up on the technicalities on this, Ken, and you didn't see the bigger picture.
No, because the bigger picture sucks too. Everything sucks.
No, it didn't. The bigger picture was sweet and awesome, and you just got hung up on all the cliches and all the and the technical like little shit.
Yes, I got focused on too much of all of the bad things of this movie.
That's right.
I forgot to ignore them.
That's right. You nailed it. All right, so is Enemy Mine a pass pirate pay for you, Ken?
So much of a pass. Just go. No, thank you.
Okay. On a rewatch, I'm going to give it a solid pay.
I figured.
Solid pay. It's not all great, but it's still good enough to pay for.
Listeners, Andy is not being your friend right now. Do not pay for this.
True
Do not
at
pay
all.
for this movie. Do not pay for this. If you must watch it, you should.
If you are a
average
heartless
ourselves
void,
together.
avoid it.
All right, our last movie today is 2026's Send Help, directed
Yes.
by Sam Raimi. This movie stars Rachel McAdams as Linda, a accountant or something. She keeps saying what her job is, but I couldn't remember. Whatever.
Corporate job.
Yeah, whatever.
Corporate secretary-ish.
Yeah, and she is disrespected by her new boss, whose father had promised her a huge promotion before he died.
Mhm.
But now the new boss, played by Dylan O'Brien, is he's not very nice to her.
He's a douchebag.
But yeah, so they have this major meeting going on in Thailand. So they all get on this plane and they're flying to Thailand. Plane crashes, 2 survivors. It's the same old story we've been dealing with.
That's right.
So yeah,
2 survivors who hate each other.
that's right. So Dylan O'Brien, I am not familiar with him. This is the first time I've ever seen him.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about Jack Quaid. Speaking of the Quaids, speaking about Jack Quaid and Companion.
Okay.
And Jack Quaid is an actor I don't like, but I feel like is so hateable in Companion that his role really works. And this 100% applies to Dylan O'Brien here.
Oh, yeah. I thought he did a great job as a very believable douchebag.
Just so easy to hate. Like, I just want to punch this guy in the face every time he's on screen.
Know what was not believable in this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Is him being upset about being stuck on a desert island with Rachel McAdams.
But it's not really Rachel McAdams. She's frumpy. You should notice how frumpy.
But she gets hot on the island. She gets less frumpy and hotter on the island when she's in her element.
It's true.
And even frumpy Rachel McAdams. If I got stuck on a desert island with frumpy Rachel McAdams, by the time we got rescued, it would look like Honolulu. I would have repopulated the whole island with me and Rachel McAdams spawn. There'd been hundreds of people there.
I do love the fact. I mean, you know, whatever. It's Hollywood. We do this all the time. But it's like we put a little blotches on her skin, on her face, and we put some lipstick.
Now
on her,
she's hideous.
We put some lipstick on her teeth, and it's like, oh, this is disgusting. Oh, she lives with a parakeet. What a loser. But yeah, you and I both very, very strongly in favor of Rachel McAdams.
I've been a fan since Slings and Arrows.
Slings and Arrows, of course. She's really good. And you're right. As the movie goes on, it's really amusing to see how she's just like, oh, being stranded on a desert island really agrees with you.
Well, I think that was an artistic choice, though, because she's in her element.
Right.
Like, she loves being here, and she's glowing.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah. So we do find out that her character is obsessed with the TV show Survivor, and she is just constantly thinking in her life about what would happen if she were ever in a situation where she's
which
stranded
gave her
on
a shitload of survival skills.
And now she's got all these skills. But yeah, so this movie, it's just fun. It's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It starts out with like the most
Sam Raimi. Like, I was wondering how, like, when I saw this movie, I'm like, how is like Sam Raimi gonna go about this? And he fucking does.
It's absolutely
he has his fingerprints all over it.
It's so much a Sam Raimi movie. He is so in his bag on this thing. It's so funny. Like if
I want to see him do like every movie, every genre of movie now.
Yeah, like I always say, like I like Sam Raimi. I love Sam Raimi movies. But one of my favorite Sam Raimi movies is The Quick and the Dead, the Western that he did with Sharon Stone, and it's just so much fun. Like he's just having a blast. Like, he makes movies that are so much fun.
Yeah,
and this movie, if you've seen the trailer for this movie, you pretty much know what it is. Like this movie is not trying to break new ground. It's not trying to reinvent the wheel.
Plot turns that I wasn't expecting.
It's just fun. It's so it's so much fun. So we really get started with the plane crash. It's like the most Looney Tunes plane crash that you'll ever see. Like, so we encounter bad weather, and all of everybody on the plane is a douche bro, just like the Dylan O'Brien character, and also Rachel McAdams is there. So she's buckled into her seat. She's got her seatbelt on. And Dylan O'Brien, because all the bros need to gather around him because he's the boss, he gets to stay in his seat with the seatbelt on. So then when the plane starts to, like the fuselage breaks open or whatever, and the dudes are all sucked out, we only have 2 people wearing their seatbelts, and that's how they're going to be the ones who survive. But the dudes who were getting sucked out of the plane, like there's one guy, he's wearing these suspenders, and one of his suspenders gets caught on the side of the plane, and you just see his body slamming into the window as Rachel McAdams is sitting right next to him. It's like, I saw this movie in a pretty crowded theater. Yeah. Everybody was loving it. People were losing their mind. We were laughing so hard. It's so funny. Nobody does hilarious, disgusting the way that Sam Raimi can do it.
He does this thing where he like ramps the speed up. And it makes it more ridiculous and more fun. Like, and it should be cheesier. It should be like less believable, but you don't really care about that.
It's right, exactly.
It's just this magic touch he has.
And the way he uses his camera, it's like a weapon. Like the camera is just constantly moving, and like there's some really like gorgeous looking shots, but there are also like things that wouldn't necessarily be funny. He just like the way he zooms into something happening, it just makes it funnier. He's so good at doing stuff like that. It's amazing.
Yeah. And he's been good at that since Evil Dead.
Yeah.
Like he's been doing that since his first movie.
Yep. It's unbelievable. There's a great scene where Rachel McAdams is hunting a boar.
That was fantastic.
It's unreal. So the boar is like a cross between an ROUS for The Princess Bride and a zombie from 28 Days Later. Like she stabs it with a spear and it keeps coming at her. But while it's coming at her, it's like vomiting blood all over her. It's blood. So gross. And so funny, like I don't even know. It's so fun. There's so many like just disgusting things in this movie that are just so funny. I can't even understand it.
Yeah,
and it's the movie's absolutely ridiculous. Like because Rachel McAdams is this like survival expert, she is so. Eventually, at first, the Dylan O'Brien guy, he's like, I'm your boss, you work for me. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm not going to help keep you alive then, Yeah. And eventually he has to come groveling back to her. And as he's coming back to grovel at her, she's got like this ridiculous spread of like sashimi that she had cut up.
It looks wonderful.
It's like the most ornate thing in the world, where it's just like this.
And he's like eating a bug.
Yeah. Yep. Again, really disgustingly, he takes a bite out of this bug, and it's just spewing.
Doesn't it like turn his tongue black or something?
Yep. It like spews guts all over, like the juice all over his face, and then he opens his mouth, and his tongue is black. It's so ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So the plot of the movie is just basically like, he has a broken leg and she's like nursing him back to health. Yeah. And then as he is gradually getting healthier, they start to become friends. Like, oh yeah, they now respect. He has
maybe
this respect
even
for
lovers.
Her. Yeah. Yep. And he's like, I'm going to make you dinner. And then he winds up poisoning her.
Yeah. So he could get away on a raft?
A raft, yeah. So he...
Why did he need to poison her for that?
Yeah.
Like, couldn't he just do it at night?
Yeah, I think he's just an asshole, right? Like, I think it's just like, I don't know. He claims that he didn't want to kill her with the poison, and he didn't kill her. She only becomes violently ill. But his raft, he's no Toshiro Mifune. His raft is not seaworthy. He doesn't get very far before, getting scuttled. And so again, another amazing thing. She is feeling the effects of the poison. She goes into the water and she's dragging him out, and she's trying to resuscitate him because he's nearly drowned. Yeah, but she's still poisoned, so she's vomiting, and then she's like giving him mouth to mouth while she's also throwing up like on his face and in his mouth. An
acting tour de force from my girl Rachel McAdams.
Well, that's the thing I want to talk about. Like, Rachel McAdams, I'm so glad that she's in this movie.
Yeah.
She's so overqualified to be in this movie.
She is.
Like, there's a scene where they're talking about their lives, and she's talking about how she was married and her husband was a drunk, abusive guy. And she's telling the story about how she used to hide the keys when he got too drunk so he wouldn't go out and kill himself, getting DUI or whatever. And then one night it got really bad, and she just like let him have his keys, and that's how he died, right? And she's telling the story, and she's like, she's crying a little bit as she's telling it, and her acting is so good. It's like, what are you doing in this movie, woman? This is unreal. You're so good at this.
I know. It's one of the reasons it's so legitimate between her and Sam Raimi. Like, it was a legitimate movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing about this movie, where it's just like I said, we're not really breaking any new ground, but like, just watching these two people, Sam Raimi and Rachel McAdams, doing what they do at the elite level that they do it at, it just makes the movie so incredibly watchable.
Yeah,
it's such a good time.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Spoilers for Send Help ahead. Skip to minute marker 48 minutes and 4 seconds, or the next chapter. You have been warned.
Eventually, we get to a point where they both hate each other enough, and they're both well enough that they're going to have a final showdown. And they
first of all, I think we need to talk about what part of the movie that I kind of like the most.
Okay,
is at the beginning of the movie, you are rooting for Rachel McAdams. Yep. When the plane crashes and the guy's still a douchebag and she's still nursing him back to health, she's still the good guy. She's still it, but then she finds out that they're not even alone on the island.
Right.
There's a beautiful like home on the other side of the island where people come to drop off goods and vacation and whatever.
Well, even before we learn about that, we learn that Dylan O'Brien's fiance and the guide that she has helping her, they're searching all of the islands in the area trying to find him.
Yeah.
So they show up on this boat and they find Rachel McAdams.
Well, that's after. That happens after.
I thought we found out about the house after
No. She finds the house pretty early on in the movie.
Well, I know she does because she has the knife, but I didn't think they showed us the house until later.
No, remember they showed the people docking on the dock and bringing the supplies and everything?
I thought that was after.
No, that was early on.
All right.
And she decides that she wants to be on the island. And that she's just going to keep it under her hat.
Yeah, so she's having so much fun because she's a survivor.
She's in her element.
She's a survivor enthusiast.
Yeah.
She's obviously not doing spectacularly on the mainland. So it's like, yeah, she has decided, well, let's just stay here forever.
Or a little while longer, at least.
So when the fiance and the guide show up, she's just like, all right.
And she sees them on the opposite side of the island where she told the other guy to never go.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, she has this elaborate story about how there are poisonous vines on the other side of the island, so you can don't ever go there. And eventually we learn there's no poisonous vines. There's a house, and that's what we don't want them to find. But yeah, so yeah, we do kind of turn against Linda once.
I don't think I don't necessarily turn against her.
I don't know if we're supposed to or not.
I think it's just like, okay, now who wins?
Yeah.
Now they're both horrible.
Yeah. So
who wins?
She straight up murders the fiance and the guide as they're trying to come rescue them, just because she's not ready to be rescued yet. So she just straight up murders them.
Right.
Like
she lures him to a cliff.
Yeah, and not only they're not even going to fall to their deaths, because it seems like that might not happen. She has to actively push them over the cliff and allow them to die. So yeah, like now we're not so sure. Yeah, we're not so sure with her. Although I don't know, maybe it's just because she's Rachel McAdams. I was always with her. I was with her the whole time.
Yeah, me too. Me too. But at least like they made it kind of like they didn't make it so good versus evil,
right?
You know, they muddied the waters.
Yeah, they're all she's not so good.
They made it kind of depraved.
Yeah,
and I kind of like that.
Yeah,
you know, because I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah. So they have this climactic fight scene where, and again, it's really grisly. Like he rips a chunk of her hair and scalp off, and like she stabs him, and he's bleeding out of his side, and it's really bad. And then they wind up in the house, and you know, they have this whole thing, and you know, he's once again looking like he's going to be contrite, and he's like, oh, I do so very respect you, I love you, whatever.
Because she's got a gun on him.
She's got a gun. She's pointing it at him. And then she realizes that there's a statue with some horns, and one of the statues is missing one of its horns. So he's going to try to stamp her with that. And then, you know, they have their climactic battle, and it doesn't go so well for old Dylan. But yeah, so the end of the movie, the button on it, which I thought was pretty funny, is her playing some like celebrity golf tournament, because once she is finally rescued from the island,
she's the lone survivor.
She's the lone survivor, and she gets to tell whatever story she wants. So it's like, yeah, it was really horrible for me. I was here all alone by myself, and these horrible things happen. And so, you know, she gets to win. She gets to be the winner.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you've seen the trailer for this movie, you have a pretty good idea of what you're going to be getting into.
Yeah, but it's still a really, really fun ride.
Could not be more fun to watch it.
I really dug it. I went and saw it at the DFX theater with the sound.
Oh, yeah.
And the plane crash was super crazy loud.
Oh, nice.
And it was fun.
Yeah.
I dug it. What did so is it a Pass Pirate Pay for you, Ken?
It's pay for me. I really enjoyed it.
Pay for me too.
Yeah, lots of fun.
Yeah. It's another Sam Raimi banger.
Yep.
For sure.
We'll see you all next time.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Pass Pirate Pay. This episode was produced by the one and only Andy Morris. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on your favorite podcast app. We'd hate for you to miss out on all the fun. Curious about where to stream the movies we talked about? Head on over to passpiratepay.com. We've got everything listed with handy links on where to watch. You can also join the conversation on our Facebook page or stalk our cinematic musings on Letterboxd. Links are on the site. Got a movie or a TV show you think we should review? Fill out the contact form, or this is cool, you can even text us right through the episode player on our website's front page. Thanks again for hanging out with us. Until next time, keep watching, keep rating, and keep it past Pirate Pay.